Hello, comrades! Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Obit Potato. We are currently having a look at this delightful vista. We've got the Potatograd Industrial Estate right over here. I think this is looking cracking. We've got Constructingrad right over in the back over there. We've got this terraformed area that I was faffing around with before the start of the episode, and of course, we've got the massive tunnel up to the top left, top right of the screen. Okay, so there is lots of stuff that we need to talk about. So I, as ever, went through everyone's comments on the last video. By the way, this is a great opportunity to say if you've got any comments to make them. Absolutely. I'm going to try and answer a bunch of questions that you guys have, and we can go into detail and talk about some of the things that we're going to try and accomplish in the course of this episode. Firstly, yes, I know I have not assigned any workers to the mechanical components factory. It's going to happen in today's episode. Secondly, another question that a lot of people kept on having was with regards to the massive cross-map bridge and about if I had allocated any pavers. The answer to that is no. I mean, theoretically, I don't think you need pavers. However, it can't hurt, can it? Now, I did have some pavers chilling out. Yeah, it's in this one here. So we have some asphalt pavers and some rollers. Now this is not assigned to the bridge quite yet. However, if I assign that right now, then we should see some activity. So they should all be dispatched, or at least some of them should be dispatched anyway. I hope. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that is going to take like a gargantuanly long time for them to get across to the other side of the map, but that is completely fine. Secondly, yes, the food situation is very, very dire. Very, very dire. I know, we're going to fix it. We're going to get on that. I also know that the situation in Constructingrad cannot be sustainable, and absolutely that's something else that we're going to fix over the course of today's episode. Initially, I thought, you know what, maybe I'll create like another food growing area, another Agri-farm, whatever the heck, automated farm thing. Maybe I'll get another one here, and we can, pump workers in from Constructingrad. However, upon reflection, I think I've actually had a different idea. What I actually want to do is, I think I want to connect up the mechanical components factory by a train network. Now, roll with me on this one, folks. What I'm thinking of is we've already got, this colossal infrastructure over here that we use to supply workers to the bridge. That's all running absolutely fine. However, the distance between the mechanical components factory and this already existing train network, it's not that big actually. So what I was thinking of doing, and again, this might not happen. Let me raise this up just a little bit. This might not end up happening, but I'm thinking that it probably should. We will create like a little branch over here. Yep, and then we will just bring the branch down this way. And this will have the added benefit, right, of not only supplying the very, very, very important, I think I need to take that back, haven't I? The very, very important mechanical components factory, which will, of course, supply our mechanical components for the foreseeable future, but it will also, the overflow can go and work in the steel factory. I should probably get the wireframe out here. Can go and work in the steel factory. So we've got the opportunity here to make a real big difference, and at the same time, this will allow everyone in Constructingrad, hopefully, to stop disappearing because they'll all have a job. That's my kind of goal at the moment in time. And yes, I know the food priority is pretty large. We need to make sure that we get that done. Absolutely not disputing that at all. We need to get it done. This is dealing with rails is a big old pain in the backside. That's for sure. It really is. Yeah, we are gonna need to get this set up, but and as I say, food is definitely a priority. We want to get food sorted. We need to get food sorted, frankly. Okay, that's not too bad. Take this back, but I just want to stop all of the people leaving Constructingrad, because if I can do that, then I'm gonna save myself money, right? And if there's something that we really don't have that much of at the moment, it's money. Although I'm actually not too worried about my financial situation. I think we'll be just fine, actually. Don't tell anyone, but I think we'll be just fine. Okay, so that's looking reasonably good. How much is that going to cost me? That's going to cost me 43,000 rubles. Okay, I mean, that's totally doable. Yep, that's actually really rather reasonable. That's a good bit of track right there. That's not too shabby. And we just want to see if we can try and put the station in... What am I looking for? Yeah, that's the one. We want to see if the station can try and go in... Ideally here, because we want it to be within walking distance of both factories. I mean, that seems like a very ambitious height for the station, frankly. However, there is maybe a chance that we can level it off and get that set up just correctly. Also, I have no idea why I'm starting with this. I could be starting with food, but I'm not. I mean, I absolutely want the focus of my energies to be food over the course of this here episode. But, you know, we'll start with a little bit of construction. I tell you what, maybe this could actually be built by... Maybe this could be built by the trains. The rail builder things. Although, to be fair, they will take quite a long time. The station can definitely be built. I mean, that's not too much of a problem. Right. We are going to need to do a little bit more terraforming. The thing that I am slightly worried about is that I did kind of intend for this track to actually be used at some point in the future. Although, the extent of which it will be used will remain to be seen. Okay, oh, that we had it. That's not too bad. Now, we've got to be very careful around these power pylons. Primarily because, you know, the amount that you can manipulate the land underneath them is fairly limited. Fairly limited, so that's why I'm going to take this back and take this round a little bit. Too steep of a descent? Really? That is not very adventurous, video game. And also, I think that is an ascent. We need to be going down, if anything. Are we? I mean, we should be going down, right? I do want to be going down. Yeah, so that's not too shabby. I don't quite understand why it creates these massive divots in the land, but that's okay. Rails and height really are the most pesky of things. Alright, can we do that? Yes, I think you'll go to there. Too steep of an incline. Okay, so that's good. Somewhat, anyway. I have a funny feeling that the leveling to average tool is probably my best friend here. I mean, you want to try and ideally create like a bunch of... Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. It's not brilliant because it obviously doesn't work. However, I feel like we're not far off. Okay, raise this or take it down a little bit. Connect that up. Very close. Okay, and that should now work. That should now indeed work. Okay, so all we need to do is loop this around. Alternatively, we could connect it up to this network over here. That's another opportunity for us. That's not something that I really considered. Because what we could always do is we could always just take a line around here. Connect that up. That's actually not a terrible idea. It does get a little bit messy, though, so I probably want to just commit to building this extra line. Also, a couple more questions that you guys had. Circularizing this section here. So, I'll just briefly chat about this. There was a commitment that I made at some point, ages and ages and ages ago, to circularize properly the industrial area. Just primarily the gravel aggregate unloading. I mean, that is an ambition. It's not really a priority because the gravel trains, as you can see just there, they're just chilling. They're just chilling. They're just, you know, kicking back in the aggregate unloading, and they're not really doing too much. They're not hurting anyone, so they're just gonna stay there for the foreseeable future. But you know, circularizing definitely is something that we will do at some point. definitely something that we want to do. I mean, we want to do so much. We want to do so much. So much. Yes. Okay. Video game, you're never gonna go easy on me, are you? Okay. What about that? I mean, have we really declined much down elevation wise? I feel like we haven't. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna average this out, all out, and then we're gonna build a bridge. We're gonna build a bridge, and it's gonna be a cheap bridge, and it's gonna tide us over for now. It's gonna get us where we need to go. I'm just gonna smooth out this land, pretend that I didn't have any impact on how garbage it looks, and then we'll just ignore that, and we'll build a bridge over to here. Right? You with me? Yes. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Okay. Take that back a little bit. A little smidge. Okay. And where can we connect that up? Somewhere over here, I guess? I kind of like this idea, actually. Yeah, this might actually end up being pretty nice. Or it might end up being pretty horrible and pretty expensive. But I'm kind of banking on it not being either of those things, actually. Right, give me the other line, and we'll just bring that next to it. We will probably want to have a single bridge here, just for cost measures. So let's get this combined into one. Keep costs down as well. That's always nice. Do enjoy keeping costs down. Okay, take that back. And, sure. Okay, good. Not so good. Try again. I mean, so that's going to cost us 70,000 rubles so far. Not bad. Can't build bridge infrastructure underneath. Alright. Another shot. It will be possible. Mark my words. Yes. The angle of the connection is too sharp there. However, if I take this back just another smidge. Hill causing obstruction. Yeah, I think that's actually not too shabby. Does look a little bit bad, but that's okay. All right, so that should fit quite nicely into our network. I know there is a quicker way to go. We could just go here directly across there. However, the cost to us right now will be somewhat similar. So I'd rather just not faff around with that. Similarly, I know it is theoretically possible for me to do all of this with the railway building office. However, because I care so much about making sure that everyone in Constructingrad has a job, I actually kind of just want to do it right now and just build it all and rush build it. I did say that the station could definitely be built. I'm now thinking that maybe the station can't be definitely built. Okay. That over there, that over there. Chain signal here. Signal there. Can't place a signal in this section of track, which is, frankly, ridiculous. But, you know, whatever. Can I place that there? Cool. There we go. Okay. Alright, not so cool, actually, because that's garbage and that's not working. So we're going to have to take this whole apparatus back a little bit. Okay, that works. Thank goodness. I was just about to start pulling hair out, but that's fine. Don't need to. Okay. Okay. We're ready to go. Let's get that all built. Very nice. Yep, and then we can immediately just start work. We can immediately just start everything working, in fact. I'm going to buy some passenger motor vehicles. That's the one. Buy... well, I've committed to buying 3 now, haven't I? Right. First stop is there. Also, we need to rush build that. Second stop is over here. I know this is a bridging loan to keep me going. But, I mean, that is... What? What? How did that end up happening? Oh, weird. Okay, so get out 100%. Oh, okay. Load and unload. Just get in, get out. Sure. Alright, dispatch. I'm going to dispatch these trains very slowly, one at a time, to make sure that we don't have any shenanigans like we did before. Okay, that's looking very, very good. So that is going to be one problem solved, I believe. The problem of people just atrophying in Constructingrad, pretty much dealt with, I hope. Here's hoping. Technically not everyone can access the station, but that's okay. Right, go. Brilliant, so that's our second train out. And we'll get a third in just a second. Yeah, it is going to put a little bit more strain on the main line, so to speak. However, that's a necessary evil. Okay. Yeah, I mean, gonna get you to move to there. Get you to move to there. And then start that train off as well. Okay, so how many people have we got? 19. Only 19 people waiting, although there was just a massive number of workers that ended up being transported on there. Yeah, we probably have a little bit of over-transport at the moment, but, I mean, that's fine. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that as we deal with it. Okay, let's link up some footpaths over here. Footpath right over yonder. And also to the steel mill over here. It's probably better if I do it that way, because then we won't need to remove that path once we start utilizing these 3 tracks, if indeed we start to utilize those 3 tracks. Cool, I will just... I'll actually start construction of that, because there's probably not going to be... Actually, no, there is a pressing rush. There is a pressing rush because we need to demonstrate that the station will pull workers. So we'll need to make sure that at least that path is built. That's cool. Right. We're still loading that train, which is good stuff. Yeah. Okay. Also, we're making good progress on the tunnel. 12%. That's not too shabby. Have any of our pavers arrived at the bridge yet? No, we are still waiting. Although there's only 5,000 workdays remaining. I mean, I'm optimistic, actually, that we are going to finish work on this bridge over the course of this here episode. Maybe over-optimistic. However, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. There is one paver somewhere that's en route, I think. Might have stopped off at a fuel station first. Yeah, paver missing from here. No idea where you've gone, Mr. Paver. Did I miss you on the way down? Are you already at the scene of the crime? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Okay, alright. Not much I can do about that then. I guess that's fine. Yeah, did I just miss the paver? Maybe I just missed the paver. I don't actually know. Either way, it doesn't particularly matter. First train has arrived here. That's cool. Have we got anyone building the industrial connections? It says that we don't, although we absolutely should have. I mean, everything here is within the find range. Let me assign some dumpers manually, shall I? Right, assign constructions. Yeah, there. Road connection doesn't exist. Oh, yes. That's a good point, actually. We should probably try and connect this up. Yeah, we need to try at least. Right, raise this up a little bit. See if we can create a road connection. Height from center, yeah. So I am doing it. It's just a case of how quickly. Will this work? Will it work? Yes, it will. I am an optimist. Come on. There we go. Just drag that bit of dirt into the right place. Also, I know I still need to fix food. Too sharp of a turn. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, perfect. So, there should now be a road connection. There should now be a road connection. Oh, no, there won't actually be a road connection because it's... there could be a road connection. There's a road connection through the factory, isn't there? Oh, there's not even a road connection to the steel mill. Okay, so there is actually no road connection. However, we can just about do this. Just about manage if we do something like this. There we go. Okay, now am I able to add it? I'm not able to add it. Why are you not allowing me to add that? It should be allowable, but apparently not. Okay, anyway, that connect up, that connect up. Road connection doesn't exist over there. That up. Okay. There we go. Okay, do a lot of dumping. Get that all sorted. That's brilliant. No passengers on here, but that's okay. And no passengers on here. Oh, you're going to turn all the way around. Wow. That's fine, I guess. Not a worry, not a problem. Right, you're going to the bridge, and that's with 63 workers. Okay, fine. I mean, let's be real. It's not as quickly as I would like to get it set up, but that's okay. That is fine. So, if I do... Oh, what is it? I can't even remember. I can't even remember what the cheat menu is. It's like... I can't remember, because I was thinking, oh, I'd love to place a church right now. But I can't, because I can't remember what the cheat menu is. I'm sure about 100 people are going to tell me exactly what it is, but I just literally cannot remember it at the moment. But that's fine. Okay, if anyone starts working over here, then that will be great. That's really good. Okay, so that is that area pretty much taken care of. Our finances are okay. We need to get more food. We just need to get more food. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. We need more food. Look at these tailbacks. Look at these tailbacks. I mean, what is the way that we go about rectifying this? What is the way that we go about rectifying this? We just need more fields, right? I think we straight up just need more fields. Thankfully, we've got, you know, a totally appropriate amount of space out the back here for us to deal with the transportation of grain. Let me upgrade that. I'm going to build that bit of road for reasons which will become obvious in just a second. Now, I kind of would like, for my next field area, what am I looking for? Yeah, an agro-farm. We're going to need an agro-farm. That's it. And I'm thinking about the best way of transporting the resources over to this area here, because this area here is all infrastructure that we want to keep as the same. What we're going to try and do is we're going to move all of the grain that we produce at a secondary agro farm over to this grain storage over here. And I'm just sort of thinking of the best way of doing that, whether it's getting rid of this industrial connection and perhaps getting like a fleet of forklifts, or alternatively we just do it via lorry, but there are only 2 loading slots. I think maybe with lorry is probably the best way of doing it. I mean, whatever option we decide to choose, it'll end up consuming fuel, which is, I mean, less than ideal, but it's the reality of life, innit? It's the reality of life. Okay, so let's put the agro farm over there. Cool. And we're going to get big fields. As many big fields as we possibly can. Big field there. That actually looks fairly well organized. Okay. Yeah, there. 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 Yes, looking good. There's a little bit of water, I think, around here. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. So that is a couple of medium fields, a couple of big fields. Let's keep up the pace with the big fields. Another bit of water. Let's tidy that up a smidge. There's a big old power cable in the way here. I don't really want to change the power cable, although I very much could if I needed to. But I think, you know, having lots of little medium fields means that we're gonna be slightly quicker to get on top of this food situation, because there's gonna be a few more fields that are gonna be ready to harvest at an earlier stage. Okay, I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be anywhere near enough fields, but we're gonna at least give it a shot, right? Okay, so let's link these all up to the agro-farm, just with dirt road for now. What I've purposefully tried to do is leave enough space to allow a dirt road down the middle here. Have I left enough? Well, I guess that will remain to be seen. But for now, it looks like I've done an okay-ish job. I'm not one to toot my own horn, but there we go. Yeah, that's not looking too bad at all. 2 fields over here. Now this, I did note, was going to be somewhat of an issue, perhaps. No, not even close to being an issue. Brilliant. Okay, that's looking really, really good. We're going to need a connection between this agro-farm. I say this agro-farm. I could link up a silo over here. I should probably link up a silo. Do I want to link up a silo? I mean, is that even possible to link up a silo now? Have I left it a little bit... Have I let it run a little bit tight? I might have left it a little bit tight here. Right. Maybe a little... I think I've left it a little bit tight. Look, ditch that. Ditch that. Let's not connect up a silo. I mean, I don't even know what the amount of crops that I can actually store. I can store 136 tons of crops in the export area. So, I mean, that should be a-okay. Now, is there any chance I can get a road down the side of this building here? Probably not. Probably not. So we're going to need to find a way to connect this infrastructure up to this. So all I need to do is like that road right there, and then we're sorted, right? I mean, there is a massive tailback at the moment, but that, I think, should be rectified. Yeah, I think that should actually be totally fine. Okay, unpause. Let's build the agro-farm. Yep, we'll build that with whatever we've got. Now, I can use workers on the fields. However, I don't want to use workers on the fields because I'd like workers to work on other important things like the mines. That's really, really important. But we might need to draft some workers in at some point if we are not able to accomplish what we need to accomplish. So we're going to get... What's the ratio over here? I've got 1 tractor. I definitely need more than 1 tractor because, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of fields that are waiting to be sowed. I think we go with 3 tractors. Sowing. Yeah, we'll get the most expensive tractor. Is there any American vehicles that I can get? Harvesting speed level 35. What about the harvesting speed level 30? Okay, so the American models are a little bit better. Speed level 24, 27. Okay. Sowing, speed level 27. So the cheapest one is actually the quickest at sowing? Right, well, let's get 3 of those. And they should just automatically go out and start the work that they need to do. Ooh, also, what we should do, absolutely without a shadow of a doubt, is get a... Oh, cool. I didn't even realize a one-way gas station. That's really dope. Yeah, get a gas station right over here. I don't think this is going to have a power connection. Yeah, but that's absolutely fine. Like, of all of the places that we could possibly want to put in a power connection, here is the best place to do it. Without a doubt. Okay, literally stick in a substation right there. Look at how professional that looks. Look at how horrifically professional that looks. I've come a long way. I have come a long way. So, you're going to auto-find fields in the area. It should update in just a second. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get to it. There we go. All of the fields up and running. Then we will buy... What's the harvesting speed? 28, 30. Oh, I checked this already. Yeah, so the harvesting speed is slightly faster for the American models. I might want to export a little bit of stuff to the American market. I might want to do that. However, not at the moment. Let's get that all sorted. Cool. I tell you what I could do. Just as a temporary measure, a stopgap measure, if you'd like. I might try and import some grain. Yeah, okay. Import a little bit of grain. It's going to end up costing me a fairly significant chunk of change. However, it will be worth it if it stops the ridiculousness of this food situation. Because I think for the most part, for workers, we're fine. At least that's what it seems we should be fine. I mean, it seems that we should be fine. It seems that we should be fine. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It absolutely seems like we should be fine, and we're just not quite at the moment. Yes. So let's not deal with the American models. Let's do that. Let's get. Yeah, we'll get 4, and then we will get a bunch of trucks. We'll get the L something something. Oh no, we'll get the SKD. There we go. Okay, so I think that ratio is one that I'm fairly happy with. We'll see how it turns out in just a second. Ideally, I'd be able to replace all of the Soviet models with American models. Maybe, you know, maybe we'll even manufacture our own. Maybe we'll even manufacture our own combine harvesters at some point. That would be pretty. That'd be pretty darn cool, wouldn't it? That would be pretty darn cool. Right, we are down to 76,000 rubles. I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I'm not in a bad financial situation. I promise. It's all fine. It's all absolutely fine. Yep, we are just about loaded up over here. I promise everyone, once we've sorted out this situation, we will be totally fine on the food front. We will be absolutely totally fine on the food front. In fact, we are already recovering. We're already in a state of recovery. Food recovery. Anyway, that is, yeah, absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm telling you, it's all completely fine. We've got a bunch of workers. The problem is that we need to get, I suspect that we need to get a big school over here as well. Yeah, we've got a chronic lack of, teaching capacity. Do I just ditch this and stick in a big school? I don't even know if it would fit. Would it fit? I mean, it would, but it would be at the expense. In fact, no, it wouldn't actually. That school's too big for there. I mean, that will be an issue. That will be an issue. Also, a couple of people pointed out that people can't listen to my radio station because I don't supply my citizens with radios. I mean, that's a very astute observation. However, also not something that I'm particularly bothered about at this moment in time. Also, I'm going to turn you around and go back. Yeah, you turn around and go to Kolgradsky bus stop right now, please. Because the buses take people sequentially, and I don't like that. Also, I think this bus can go back to the depot. Frankly, I think we've got a few too many buses on this route. We'll keep it. We'll keep it small. Anyway, yes, I know my people don't have access to electronics. They're not going to have access to electronics for a good long time. So that is just something else to keep in mind. Also, the number of trucks that we have delivering food to this. Yeah, the number of trucks that we have delivering food to this warehouse is a little bit ridiculous. Go there, head to the depot. We literally just need like a couple of trucks to come from the food factory to this warehouse, and then one truck to go the distance between the warehouse and the shop. So let's not overcomplicate things too much. Okay, but good. We're fine on the food front. So that's nice. We're fine because we're importing the food. And we might actually just leave that importing food for the foreseeable future. I suspect that might not be the craziest thing in the world to consider. Also, let me have a quick little look at my machining factory. I mean, we're missing workers. What the heck is happening here? Why is this... Oh my god. Goodness gracious me. Right. Just put in some more, just put in some more signals. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, there's another signal here that we need. Yep. That goes in there, and that goes in there. Perfect. Lots and lots of signals. We just needed more. The whole time, we needed more. Can I supply coal yet? Not coal, steel. That's the word that I was looking for. Oh, just get that funded. Just get it funded. Just get it done. Steel mill, let's auto search. So you are just gonna go between the steel mill and the... Get this built. Get this built. Get this built. I can't wait any longer. It needs to get started. So this... And this needs to get built too. So you do not go to the mechanical components factory. Just go between the steel mill and the small storage. Yeah, there we go. We've had this discussion before. Right, now, this I can leave to be built. Let's get 4 of those things. Add a connection there, add a connection there. Brilliant. Let's do that. Okay, so we've now got 12 forklifts. So that means that a third of our production is going to be devoted to export. A third of our production is going to be devoted to storage for the sake of construction locally. And a third of our production is going to be put into the mechanical components factory. So it's that simple. Now all we need to do is await the arrival of some workers, which should be imminently doable. There are lots of people who don't have a job, who are sick, but that's fine. We are teaching a lot of people, actually, which is very, very cool indeed. I also want to try and get, like, bus and passenger... Not bus and passenger. I want to get passenger bus services between the 2 main cities. So we could easily, and in fact, we will do just that. We will get a bus connection set up. In fact, we could even set up a trolley bus connection. Maybe, you know, maybe at some point we'll consider doing just that. But for now, let's just get some... Let's get some reasonably cheap buses. Sure, we'll get 4 IKRs, and this is going to be a passenger service. So literally just between there and there. Brilliant. Yep. And we're only going to allow students and passengers. There we go. So just like that, we've got a passenger service set up in Potatograd and also Constructingrad. Again, hoping to stop the atrophy of all of these people, which I think should be totally fine. Right, we've got an accounting office. Now this was something which I didn't really anticipate happening, but I'm delighted that it has ended up happening. Look at this. The number of people who are on a basic education is increasing dramatically. The number of people who have no education is decreasing dramatically. That's actually really, really quite good. Now, where does this cover? I suspect that it covers Constructingrad as well. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't actually. Is there any way that I can see? Great question. I don't know. Maybe it's literally just in the area of Potatograd, not Constructingrad. I'll see if I can construct one in Constructingrad. How about that? An accounting office. It's not. It's an equipment for citizens, isn't it? This is education. Don't know why I'm here. Yeah, equipment for citizens. City Hall accounting office. Cool. There we go. Get that in there. And we can just wait for that to get built. No rush on that. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is really, really great. This is really, really great. It is obviously going to take a fairly significant period of time before anyone is, or before anybody's able to learn at the university. But it's a start, you know? It's a start. It's absolutely a start. Let's allow non-workers to accumulate at the Potatograd bus platform, just like we're allowing over here. And we will wait for the hundreds and hundreds of buses to arrive. You go to the Potatograd bus stop, and same with you. So you pick up passengers from the other end, and then suddenly we've got a passenger service. Everyone's able to share resources. We're able to, you know, get people to the university. That's quite nice. I kind of like the idea of that. Can I just check that a footpath is linked up to that? Yeah, get that set up like so. That set up like so. Is there a way that I can build from the middle there? Nope, doesn't look like it. That's fine. Get all that built just for the sake of it. That's looking pretty darn good. We do need more professors just in general. We need more schools just in general. However, there is a, you know, there's a little, as I've said, there is an oversupply of people with no education at the moment. It's going to take a little while for the schools to do their magic and just teach people and get the numbers of people who don't have any education under control. It is going to take a little while to get that all set up. But when we do, it should be totally fine, and everything should work just grand. So, do we have a full busload of passengers? We should do. Oh, you guys got... Oh, do we not have a fuel station over here, actually? Didn't even think of that, to be honest. Didn't even think of that. Alright, I guess not. Right, have we atrophied any more workers from the Constructing-Grad prefab flats? No. No, we have not. It seems like there is a little bit of a lack of sport, which is somewhat of a problem. And also propaganda. There's no propaganda. We did indeed ditch all of our propaganda. Let me go and get that propaganda back, shall we? You know, just a little something here and there. Over near the hospital. I mean, that's not a bad place to do it. Lenin, big one. Let's get a little Lenin. Just a little Lenin. Little Lenin here and there. Here, there, everywhere. Little Lenin. Okay. Little Lenin over here. Yeah, there we go. Little Lenin in there. Little Lenin. Oh, that's right. What about a big Lenin? We get a big Lenin in there? Oh, we're so close to being able to fit a big Lenin in between these buildings. Imagine looking out. Imagine looking out behind your building and seeing a big old bust of Lenin. I would just about spit out my Cheerios. Let me tell you that. I would just about spit out my Cheerios. We'll get a big old Soviet emblem over there, and you know what? We'll get another one over here. I mean, they don't cost anything to build. They just build themselves, and they just maybe will make people just a little bit more propagandized. A little bit more propagandized. I'm just trying to remember for the life of me how the heck what the heck? I'm just trying to, for the life of me, to remember. I'm trying to remember how to activate the cheat menu. It's not that. No, because I would love to place a church right now. I have no qualms about placing churches. I honestly really, really do not. Okay. Oh, look, we're actually building mechanical components. What the heck are you guys doing? Just go to the... There's a path connection? There's not a path connection. Who didn't connect this path? Who didn't connect that path? Okay, alright. That's ridiculous. There are some workers on the construction site who need to clearly get stuff done. However, we can't seem to make that happen because nobody wants to build this flippin' thing. Is anyone building this? Is anyone at all building it? Come on. There we go. Anyone else? Yeah, you can come and build this. I don't know why you're not finding this, because it's definitely within the auto-find range. It might be because of the way that the road currently works. Just the fact that it doesn't go, like, directly to where the offices come from. But I don't know, that's a little bit ridiculous. Either way, the point that I'm trying to make is that we are actually getting mechanical components, and that is pretty flippin' good. That is pretty flippin' good, if I do say so myself. Coal looks fine for the moment, although there's no train over here. What's the issue with that? Why are there no trains? There should be. There are. They're all just coming. Is there another coal train about to come over here? There is another coal train. I think we need another coal train. You know that? We are very, very full on coal. Yeah, we're very full on coal. Right, I'm gonna get a brand new coal train. But the problem is what's the best way to get it onto the line? Might just build a cheeky little connection over here. In fact, that's exactly what I'll do. I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Just gonna do it without saying. If I do it without saying it, then it doesn't really count as a cheeky little thing to do, does it? Right, hopper car, hopper cement. No, is there a increased hopper car? I don't think so. There's not. There's been a couple of other new models of train vehicle. I need to find you. Yep. And I need to copy your orders, put them on you, dispatch you. Okay, brilliant. So, yet another coal train. That should make a world of difference. Okay, and I'm going to put a signal in there. See if that makes any difference. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to put a signal in there. I just know how unbelievably difficult it's going to be. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave that bit of track completely disconnected. Also, why am I making so much money of late? Why are you confused? Nobody should be confused. I haven't changed anything fundamentally, crazily. Is the boat? Oh, the boat's away. Oh, cool. I didn't even realize that we were in the process of offloading hundreds of thousands of rubles of steel, but I'm delighted that that is indeed the case. So that's real good. Yep, coal should be rectified pretty shortly. Mechanical components, we have stored as many mechanical components as we possibly can. Mechanical components, they're not going to be discarded. However, I'm not going to buy them anymore. So the 20 tons of mechanical components that we've got chilling around just will stay there. And they will stay there forever, I imagine. Well, until they're used, of course. Okay. We can't export any more mechanical components. I wonder what I'm going to do. I wonder what I'm going to do with the mechanical components. I don't actually have a direct use case for them yet. They will be required whilst making stuff. So they'll be required in, like, cars and stuff. But, I mean, not for a while, really. Yeah. Passenger line, that's fine. That's going okay. Yep, pretty happy with how that's all going. Yeah, I mean, this is good. You know, what can I say? This is a good situation to be in. Apart from the fact that people seem to just automatically migrate to the warehouse, which is such a pointless endeavor, given that there is no way that people can work on it without the resources. I'm going to equip a bus depot to draw manpower from Constructingrad. Okay, we've still got a bunch of passengers. Still got a bunch of passengers that are being transported across to Potatograd. Look at this, 180-something students. I mean, I'm displeased, very displeased that we're not teaching as many students as I want to be teaching. However, it's good that we're moving. It's good that we're moving people around. It is good that we're moving people around. Right, as soon as we're done with this semiconductor research, we can basically... Yeah, we can basically just go back to... in fact, you know what? Let me just do all professors working on semiconductor research, just so that we can get across the line, and then we can go back to worrying about other stuff. As in teaching. Which is very important, don't get me wrong. Very, very important. And actually, probably my priority. but I want to get semiconductor research done just so that we can say that we've done it. Right. 9.9. Come on. Come on. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so it's now advanced engineering or electronic circuits. Let's not worry about that for now. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Kindergarten is going absolutely a-okay. Teaching over here is going absolutely a-okay. We might get down below 2,300. We've actually lost 2 university-educated people, which is a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem indeed. We need to get more university education. I tell you what I might do. I might stick down another university. I might stick down a university over here. I mean, because we've got the building the capability. We've got the building capability to build whatever we want, and we've already got the teaching capability in this school over here. So if I could fit down a medical university, then that would be brilliant. Headquarters of the Communist Party, that would also be kind of cool. But I think we probably want to see if we can try and squeeze in a medical university over here. Yeah. Again, this is not the focus for this episode. I, unbelievably, am focusing on food and food production. Can you actually believe that? If you believe that, you'll believe anything, frankly. However, it is kind of true. I do need to actually return to Grainski. What am I looking for? Yeah. A lot of people in the comments say, Potato, you've got the attention span of a gnat. You can't seem to contain your concentration. Can't maintain it to any degree because you keep on just doing a bunch of random stuff. And to that I would say you're right. However, this game does kind of encourage that level of like, I guess, scatty brainness, purely because the way that we've got our current, you know, construction depot set up, it's it kind of encourages you to just, you know, start building something and then just leave it and then, you know, return to it in, like, I don't know, a year once it's been built. And to be honest, I'm actually okay with that. Like, I'm mostly okay with that mentality, because it's good, because I like focusing on a bunch of different stuff. Although I appreciate, as a viewer, it's a bit of a different experience. I'm gonna cancel this road. I cannot cancel that road. Let me try now. There we go. Easy as that. Now, there is still access, so it should be fine. Should be very easy to do that, to move up to here. What do I need? I need a medical university. Is it going to fit? It's not going to fit. It's not going to fit, but it's only not going to fit by the smallest of margins. Yeah, okay, I mean, that's surprisingly not far off. Okay, do that. Medical university. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yep. We're going to need to leave a little bit of space for those rails. I don't want to... In fact, you know what? I should just plan the rails right now. Even if I don't want to use them for a while. Yep. Cool. Cool. Cool and cool. Start construction. Brilliant. And then let's go back. Let's find that medical university and let's get it placed down. There we go. Okay, that is just about the best case scenario for us, I think. Are we going to be able to connect to the footpath? We are indeed. Connect to the footpath over here. This bit of road is going to be demolished because it's useless. And then we can connect this up and connect that up. And that is perfect. Okay, start construction of that planned infrastructure. The medical university is going to take a little bit of time, but that's not a problem. We can probably just straight up reconnect this road pretty much as it was, which is very, very nice. Now, keeping in mind, there's not really Is there a need for a highway across this stretch of land? I mean, there's of course the advantage of building a highway. It's fun. It's something to do. It builds itself. I don't really need to worry about it. However, is there a need for it? Not entirely sure there is. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway, just because that's the sort of person that I am. Right, connect that up there. That up there, that up there, that up there. Brilliant. And that connects up down there. Okay, so that is a little bit of a janky highway. However, it will get built by itself, hopefully, over the course of time. Also, let's build a road over there, shall we? Yeah, why the heck not, right? So there's a, you know, there's an actual legitimate reason to have a highway over there. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so how's the warehouse coming along? Maybe I just fund it myself. I don't have the money to fund it myself, I'm afraid. A travesty. A true travesty. How much steel is on this ship? There's about to be about 600 tons of steel on that ship. So a bit, but not too much. We've got a paver. A paver has arrived. It's official. It's happening. It's good stuff. It's great. It's the greatest of news. We still have asphalt arriving. 5,000 workdays. Right. I mean, that is going to take a significant period of time, but that's okay. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing at the brand new Agri-farm? Not badly. Not badly at all. Part of the problem is that we just need more workers over here, and that is not working. Why are you here? You should go to Kolgradsky? I mean, you shouldn't be able to get up here. You should only be able to get to the... Yeah, you're only able to get to the... Why are you here? Go to the depot. Just go anywhere. Go anywhere you want to go. That's not good. How many workers have we got? 35 workers? We just need more workers. We need more workers. I mean, we're prioritizing trucks going to the food factory, but that just doesn't really seem to be good enough. That doesn't seem to be good enough. We need more workers. We need more workers over here. Also, what I want to do is I want to get a city/accounting office over here as well. Because we need to... I mean, we need to take serious steps to try and rectify this massive learning deficit that we seem to have. I think we maybe just need to straight up ditch Kolgradsky School. Also, I seem to have gone completely broke, which is a big old problem. Let me sell this truck. There we go. In fact, I should probably sell a couple of these trucks, really. That one's got food in it, so I'm not going to sell that truck. Same with that one. That was close. Sure, sell this truck. Great. And sell that one as well. Cool. Alright. Right, I mean, not happy about this, not happy about this at all. We will probably need to take out another bridging loan. I mean, at what point does it stop being a bridging loan and starts becoming just like a properly committed loan? I'm really worried about education. I'm really, really worried about education. I mean, we have a lot of uneducated people. I mean, 40 workers. Basically 40 workers. You have 40 workers in each and every flat. If you consider that, I mean, not the new ones, because we've just imported the workers from there. Between 40 and 50 workers in each and every flat. So that is total 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280. 280 workers. 280 workers who are not able to work. I mean, that's basically two prefabricated flats. Two prefabricated flats worth of workers that are just pretty much unable to work because they just haven't received the education that they need. I mean, we need to take drastic steps to rectify that. I mean, like right now, frankly. Even this school, well, actually, this school is doing fine because we've got a good number of educated teachers. Also, I am straight up running out of money left, right, and center. Right, give me 5 years. 5 years. 1,000,000 rubles. I know that is a little bit of an obscene amount of money, but I think we need to do it. Okay. Can I repay this loan? Yeah, repay this loan. Repay that loan. Cool. Any other high interest loans? that I need to repay? No. Okay, so I know that I took out the money at a significant rate, but that's absolutely fine because it means that we get that one off our debt book as well, which was 4.9. So I mean, you know, sure, we end up with a little bit more money in the bank, and we end up with one of the loans cleared off as well. Okay, so that's good. I think the only way that we can go about fixing this is by doing the following. We need to demolish this school. We need to demolish this school, and we need to replace it with a big proper school, a big proper medium-sized school. We'll stick it down right over here. I think we have to. I'm going to do that. I'm going to build it. I'm also going to build 2 brand new flats over here, and we're going to import a bunch of workers into those flats. This, hopefully, these 2 flats anyway that I build. In fact, let me have a little look. I don't have to build these type of flats. I can build different types of flats. Anyway, these flats are going to these flats are going to end up... I'll go with this flat, sure. These flats are going to solely supply the fields and the factories. The factories out at Grainsky. Any chance that I can make this fit without having to modify anything? Not really. I'm looking for... maybe this one. Can we fit this one in? I mean, I can always move the... I can always move this thingamabobber, but I don't really want to do that. What about this one? What about this one in here? No? I really want to get it. I really want to fit it in there. Okay, demolish that. Okay, disconnect that, disconnect that, disconnect that. Yep. And on the outskirts of town instead, stick that in there. Connect that up. Connect that up. And... building is in the way, I know. Angle of connection is too sharp. Really? Really? Okay, what about we try and thread the needle down the center here? Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. There we go. Okay, wonderful. Does cost a little bit of money to get it built, but that's fine. Make sure that everyone's got power. That's grand. Okay. Let's get this school in place. This school is going to cost me a ridiculously large amount of money to build it by hand, but it needs to be done. Level height from center. Let's get this all leveled out. And let's prepare for a big old school building in here. Right. Ditch that. It will fit. It will fit. It's just a question of the cables on the back, which we can always replace with relative ease. Good stuff. Ooh. It's looking tight. But, I mean, it should be fine, right? It's not going to be fine. Okay. Demolish that. Demolish that. Level again from center. And the gas station can be moved to the outskirts of town. Undoubtedly, it's not a problem. Okay. Lower that a little bit. Yeah, okay. I think that's a pretty good place for it to go. I don't know why there's a blueprint being left behind of where the gas station used to be, but that's fine. Okay, good. Big school, big ambition, big dreams. Right, gas station. As long as it's powered, we can build it anywhere, really. There we go. And make sure the road is built as well, so that we have plenty of supply for all of the different trucks. Okay. Building is without power supply. Yes, I'd forgotten about that for just a second. Let me go and reconnect that line around the back. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so that set us back a chunk of change, but that's completely fine. How are we doing agriculturally? Not bad. We're doing okay agriculturally. We're almost to 100% growth. Growth takes a long time. Growth takes a long time, but once we get this up and running, we should have no need for any of the imported crops which we're currently relying on. And even those imported crops are pretty dodgy, to be honest. Also, did I sell a truck that I actually require to deliver food to the shopping center? Maybe I did. It doesn't particularly matter at the moment. Anyway, how are we doing? How are we doing teacher-wise? We're not doing too bad. Right, let me tell all of the educated people to work at the school. Also, now that I set up the space, we can afford to do another flat. Brilliant. Build that. Cancel that. Build that. Cancel that. Alright. Get that built. 21,000. 21,000. Fairly cheap. Fairly cheerful. Build that as well. And then we're going to import a bunch of workers. A couple people moved in. 1 or 2 people moved in. That's completely fine. That's not really my concern, though. We just need a bunch of immigrants from the Soviet bloc. Okay, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. No kindergarten places available. There should be plenty of kindergarten spaces available, especially now that I've imported just a bunch of extra people. Look at that. Look at that. Students in the classroom absolutely being fulfilled. That is fantastic news. That looks really, really good. It did set us back a decent amount of money, but that's okay because it's rectified now. Why are you here? Just go back to the depot. And I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you're... I don't know how you ever managed to get stuck in this ridiculous traffic jam. You turn around? Go to Kolgradsky bus stop? You go somewhere? You go anywhere? Please? Do something? Anyone? No? Just me? Okay. Nobody's doing it. Okay, anyway. We've got a full busload, and we should have more than a full busload, actually, of people, of workers. And in fact, things should also be looking pretty good over here. Cabins in the station, 16. Oh yes, it's because the power probably went out, and therefore there's a little bit of a delay getting the cabins out. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem at all. That's good though. It's a good number of people. We're teaching as many kids as we possibly can. And anyone else is an issue? No, nobody else is an issue. 142 people waiting. Okay, we do actually need to get more buses. I didn't think that this would be the case, but apparently we absolutely do. IKR, let's get 2 IKR buses. And let's just straight up copy the schedule of the old buses and stick them on the new ones. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Fantastic. Get to work. Have a great day. Enjoy. Right. So you go there to there. Load 100% of food. And then unload 100% of anything. Wait until unloaded. Sure. Wait until loaded. Wait until unloaded. Great. Go do that. Go do that so that we can supply our own food and keep costs down. Look, we need to sort the first part of the food puzzle. The first part of the food puzzle is getting enough grain together. Getting enough grain together is definitely a problem, but it's the workers that are the real problem. Okay, is this connected up via... Yeah, this is connected up via a road, which is good, so we should have no difficulties getting that sorted. Any more people atrophied? No, nobody has atrophied from Constructingrad, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Also, only 610 uneducated people here. Only 610 uneducated people. That is phenomenal. That is really, really, really good. I'm pretty happy with that. Constructingrad, you guys are doing all right. How are we doing over in Potatograd? Are we still on an education tear? Well, we've lost some educated people, which is bad. Bad news all around, really. It does look like uneducated people does seem to be trending downwards ever so slightly. Not enough for me to really be happy, though. Not enough for me to really be happy at all. Also, I should probably set up a... I should probably set up a... yeah, decrease the number of workers here. Should probably set up a bus stop at the southern end, or this end of Potatograd. And therefore, people can get off at the medical university if they so please. Right, decrease the number of workers here. We absolutely don't need it. There we go. Decrease it. Take it down to, like, I don't know, 200 or something. Not a super large priority at the moment. It is just so unbelievably difficult. It's so unbelievably difficult to get educated people. It really is. It really is. I mean, look, even these students, school time, they've been in school for like 4 hours. They've all basically just got basic education. I mean, the level of teaching that, you know, a student needs in order to become educated is substantial. It is substantial. But that's okay. We're getting there. Building the road. That's good. Have we finally finished? How have we not finished this warehouse? How have we not finished construction of this warehouse? Is it because I haven't assigned a concrete mixer? Is that what the problem is here? I'm not paying for this myself. I suspect maybe we haven't assigned a concrete mixer. Right, get that done. We've got 68 workers. We're just wasting away time here, which is fantastic. Yeah, totally great. Still 20 tons of mechanical components in that factory over there. It is at least providing people with a job. At least somewhat of a job. Right, build that path myself. And that will at least mean that not everyone is going to waste their time over here. You know, decrease that to like 50 workers. Sure, everyone else can go into the steel mill. The steel mill is at least something which makes us money. Which is the main thing, right? Money is the main thing. Look at this. We're paving like monsters. It's great. Oh, okay. Will this cause much of a problem? Maybe. Maybe it will cause a little bit of a problem. There's a significant tailback. Probably will be fine. Right, teaching over there is totally grand. Teaching over here is absolutely not grand. Not grand at all. We have way too few professors. And there's nothing that I can do about it. No kindergarten spaces. There should be a kindergarten nearby, isn't there? Oh, maybe there's no kindergarten out here. Oh, there's a kindergarten right here. And yet, it's inaccessible to this flat over here. Okay. That's quite an astute point. Okay, so if I get that up and running. There we go, 187. Brilliant. Pub tavern. There is a pub tavern fairly nearby, isn't there? No, there's not. I'm just trying to make sure that these educated people have absolutely everything that they could possibly want. The quality of the flats is pretty bad, is pretty poor, which I'm very sorry about, chaps. However, you all seem pretty happy, which is the main thing, right? I mean, it doesn't matter how your house looks, as long as you're happy. That's the takeaway message from this episode. That's the moral of this story. Okay, medical university, which was a bit of an impromptu purchase, is looking a-okay. Concrete mixer, we're concrete mixing. And now it's a case of getting through the first phase of construction. I cannot still believe that it's still ongoing. Ah, whatever. It is what it is. How's the bridge doing? How is the bridge looking? I mean, we must be almost done. We must be almost done. I mean, we are down to the very last bits of asphalt that we need to get laid here. I mean, we are so close. We are so close. Closer than we've ever come before. Got 15 more workers. which is good. I mean, what's the really good news? The really good news is the fact that we've stopped the attrition from Constructingrad, and we should start to see the number of people over here start to increase again. The number of people living in Constructingrad should start to increase. Also, now that we've got all of these city accounting monitoring halls or whatever, we're going to be able to, we're going to be able to monitor the population. We're going to be able to monitor the population. We're going to be able to, keep on top of these things. Just connecting that up over there. We're going to be able to make sure that nobody goes uneducated or unemployed, and also we can go about rectifying churches and the religious element in the next episode, because we'll need to do that, but I just can't do it at the moment because I've forgotten the cheat menu, and you need the cheat menu in order to build a church, which is just one of those funky things, eh? Just one of those funky things. Right, let's go back to Grainsky for one last time. Oh my goodness, I think we fixed it. So it turns out that workers were the primary problem, and the reason that workers were the primary problem was because they were being uneducated, or they were just not educated enough. Which is a big old bummer. I tell you what I'm gonna do, just as a reminder. In fact, maybe not even a reminder. I will do it. It just doesn't need to get done right at this moment in time. That over there, brilliant. In fact, no, don't build it stupidly far out of town. Build it like... yeah, build it around the back here. Yeah, somewhere that's accessible. Yeah. No, well, yeah. I don't really want to go through the faff of changing the electricity pylons again. Can I fit it in here? I mean, I can, maybe. Right, ditch that. See if we can stick it in here now. I just need to make sure that I get this. No, come on. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Yep. Do that, brilliant. I just need to make sure that I get that planned, because what I'll end up probably doing is I'll probably get the fleet of construction trucks over at Potatograd to start building this, because I don't really want to build it by myself. I don't want to build it by hand. I mean, it's, how much is that, 11,000 rubles? I mean, I could do it, I can do it, but I don't want to do it. Okay, so the good news is, the very, very good news is that now that we've mostly fixed our food production issue, yes, look at all of this, look at all of the workers that we've got coming through here. We've got a very, very, very decent amount of food coming through, which is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, very, very happy about that. Very, very happy about that indeed. Happy, happy, happy potato. That's really, really good. We'll deal with this in just a second. So, now that we've got all of that coming online and the food is actually being delivered, are we seeing deliveries occur over at our warehouse? We've got 11 tons of food over at the warehouse. And there is a truck that is taking that food into town. Yeah. Potatograd Shopping Center. I'm going to stick on wait until unloaded. And I'm going to stick wait until loaded on there. As long as I keep very, very close attention to everything, we should be totally fine. Yeah. Okay, that's really, really good. So we've now basically stemmed the flow of food imports, which is quite nice. It's going to take a little bit more... It's going to take a little bit more effort and a little bit more energy to make sure we've got everything that we possibly require over in the Potatograd Shopping Center. But for now, the fact that we've got on top of the food situation, that is good. That is undoubtedly very, very good, and I'm pretty happy with that. Teaching, we were at 619. No, we weren't. We were at 619 over here. And it's gone up. That's not good. That's not good at all. Is every building accessible by foot? Every building is accessible by foot. Why are we getting uneducated people in here? In fact, I tell you why. We're probably seeing some immigration, actually, aren't we? Yeah, so immigrants 1635. 1635. That may well actually increase. 1635. Yeah, that may well actually increase. May very well increase. Right, so steel mill is probably going gangbusters now, due to the fact that we have got a secondary source of employees. Secondary source of people working on that. We are almost done with the warehouse. Ever so close to getting that all sorted. But yeah, that's I'm actually reasonably happy with how this area is looking. It's pretty good, in fact. Yeah, very, very good, in fact. Are we even going to be able to build that? Probably not. Let me build a road up the back here. Road over here. And a footpath over there. There we go. Start construction of all of that. And that will allow us to build that big old emblem thing. And also will just give us an extra road. Not like we're in desperate need of an extra road, but it's a bit of fun, eh? Okay, so you guys are going to pick up steel. Cool. Very, very cool. Good progress on that. Almost. We're actually almost done. We're actually almost done with this, to be honest. We are actually almost done with this phase. It's going to be done super quickly as soon as I unleash the potential number of workers onto the warehouse. And I'm sure that will be satisfied by the next train that comes around. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing constructing the tunnel? 14%. Wow, it's a big multi-year project. The biggest of multi-year projects, to be honest. Literally the biggest. But we are producing more steel than I think we ever have been, which is really rather nice. And we are still doing a pretty darn good job when it comes to this bridge. I was so optimistic. I was so optimistic that we would get this done by the end of this episode. However, it's now clear to me that we're not going to get it done. We might just about get the last delivery of asphalt. However, that's not going to be enough, of course, to complete the 3,689 workdays that are required over here. I mean, look, everything is fine. The fact that we've fixed the food situation, he says we've fixed the food situation. Apparently, we just haven't fixed the food situation. Why have we not? Why is this just not working? Is it just we just don't have the livestock? We just don't have the livestock, apparently. But we do have the workers. We do have the workers, and we are making livestock, so I guess we've just got too many meat trucks. I have absolutely no idea why we've got this many meat trucks, to be honest, but that's fine. Right, you know what? I'm gonna take out just very, very, very small, very, very small bridging loan. Everything is a bridging loan at the start. Yeah, so the other thing that we need to consider, the one last thing that we need to consider is just setting up a series of trucks to deliver from this agro-farm to Grainsky silo storage. So that's what we're going to do just as a last gasp of craziness in this episode. It's covered hull, isn't it? Yeah, covered hull is the way to transport crops. LZ100. I think LZ100 is the way to go. I think LZ100 is the way to go. Right. Buy as many of those trucks as I possibly can. I know I did say it was a bridging loan. You know, as opposed to a proper loan to get me out of the woods. We do have rather a large number of open loans at the moment, which is worrying. Very worrying indeed. However, I'm sure we'll address that in the next episode, right? I mean, we'll have to, presumably. Right, start these semi-trailers off. Will this be enough semi-trailers? I don't know. It is 8. It is 8, so it's a combined carrying capacity of about, what is it, 10k? 10k a truck. Okay, so it's 80 tons. About 80 tons in motion at any one time. So, the vast majority of the warehouse's export capacity. Okay. Cool. Why are you... Where are you going? You're going to the food factory. You know that that's not the way to get to the food factory. You know that you can't load up anyway. Why are you here? Right, you go to the depot. And we'll deal with you in just a second. Road cargo station 2. Yeah, I don't know why you're going to the... Oh, is it because you're going to try... Oh, you're going to go to the gas station, aren't you? I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay, well, you know what? We can actually fix that up by building a little gas station over here. Yeah. Is this going to be within range of the... I should be fine, right? Yeah, it's within range of the electricity substation thing. Okay. So that explains why everyone wanted to go up this lane. Kind of lame, but it's okay. The solution is pretty much there. Okay, meat storage. You need to go to the depot because frankly you're a little bit of overcapacity at the moment. We don't need you to be doing what you're doing. Okay, thankfully we can get right through you, which is good. We've got plenty of food. Plenty of food. Absolutely tons of the stuff. In fact, an oversupply of food to this specific warehouse. I'll need to get the proportions modified over the course of probably the next episode. But just, you know, as a reminder to myself, I need to sort that out. Absolutely need to sort that out, but it's not too much of a problem. Okay, so let me just briefly see if I've got enough capacity to sort out all of the food situation. Most trucks still have... Yeah, so there's loads and loads of crops on the fields. But I think with 8 trucks, we should be fine. We've got to be very careful that these don't end up clogging the delivery slots. Although it looks like the trucks deliver and pick up from a different slot. So you're going to go in there. You're going to park over here. Good. And you're going to deliver 2 here. Okay, that's actually okay. Cool. Very, very cool. And so these guys all going to deliver to the Agri-farm. They can deliver to the Agri-farm. I don't know why I didn't just get them to deliver to the grain storage. I guess delivering to the Agri-farm is totally fine too. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you go there. Kogradsky, meat storage. Yeah, you're over capacity as well, so let's get you to go to the depot too. There we go. We need to make sure that we don't have trucks for the sake of just having loads and loads of trucks, which is pretty much the situation as it currently stands. Now you need to go to there, yeah. Alright. But either way, let's just quickly check to see if this all feeds into the system at a point that I'm happy with. Oh wait, you're going to the grain storage. You're not going to the Agri-farm. Oh. Alright, well that's brilliant. Okay, so these guys should be able to unload 2 at a time. Yep, a reasonably significant amount of grain. I'm going to leave this this auto crop importing on just for now, although I suspect that we probably will not need it on ever again. With 2 significant agro farms, each farm has, I don't know, like what's 10 fields, something like that. There's a fairly significant operation in play at the moment, so I feel like we will not require any additional crops for now. But it's definitely something, you know, that we can keep in mind if it is so required. We might need more forklifts actually to move crops around. That seems like something which we might require, but that, as they say, is an issue for another day. That is a job for future Potato. Present Potato is going to wrap this episode up. Thank you very much for watching, folks. If, as ever, you're interested in helping out, then check out the Patreon. It's linked down in the description. Helps make videos like this possible. This has been Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I've been Over the Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.